Mindspeak Academy.
Once upon a time, there was a girl named Fenna who lived in a big, beautiful house with her parents. Fenna had everything she ever wanted: dolls, toys, dresses, and delicious treats. Whatever she asked for, her parents would buy it for her. But there was one problem. Fenna didn't like to share. She believed that all her toys and treasures belonged only to her. When other children visited, Fenna would refuse to let them play with her toys. If her friends wanted a bite of her candy, she would say, "No, this is mine." Fenna's parents tried to teach her to be kind and share with others, but Fenna didn't listen. One sunny afternoon, Fenna wanted a new toy, so she asked her parents to take her to the store. But her parents were busy, so Fenna decided to walk to the store by herself. She was excited to get her new toy, and as she walked down the street, she imagined all the fun she would have playing with it. By herself, of course. On her way, she noticed a small boy sitting by the side of the road. His face was dirty, his clothes were old and had holes, and he looked very sad. He was crying softly, hugging his knees. Fenna stopped and stared at him for a moment. She had never seen someone like him before. Wrinkling her nose, she said, "Why are you so dirty? You look terrible." The little boy looked up with teary eyes and whispered, "I don't have a home. I don't have parents. I'm all alone in the world." Fenna was taken aback. She had never thought about what it would be like not to have a family, or a home, or even toys to play with. Something inside her started to change. She suddenly felt sorry for the boy. "Wait here," Fenna said softly. She ran to the store, bought her toy as planned, but then also bought some food. When she returned, she handed the boy the food and said, "Here, this is for you." The boy's eyes lit up with surprise. "Thank you," he said, his voice shaking with gratitude. As the boy ate, Fenna sat beside him and thought about how much she had and how little the boy had. She couldn't believe how she had been so selfish before. "Why don't you come to my house?" she asked. "You can stay with us for the summer." The boy smiled for the first time. "Really? Are you sure?" "Yes," Fenna said, smiling back. "I want you to." When they arrived home, Fenna's parents were surprised to see the boy with her. They had never seen Fenna be so kind or caring toward anyone before. "Who is this?" her mother asked. "This is my new friend," Fenna replied. "He has no home or family, and I want him to stay with us for the summer." Fenna's parents looked at each other amazed. Their daughter had always been so selfish, but now she was showing kindness and generosity. Without hesitation, they agreed. "Of course, he can stay with us," her father said, smiling proudly. That summer was the best summer Fenna had ever had. She and the boy, whose name was Espen, shared everything: food, toys, and laughter. They played games together, explored the garden, and told each other stories. For the first time in her life, Fenna learned how wonderful it felt to share and to be kind to others. As the summer came to an end, Espen told Fenna something that made her heart heavy. "I think it's time for me to leave," he said one afternoon. "I want to explore the world and see what's out there." Fenna's eyes filled with tears. She didn't want Espen to go, but she understood that he needed to follow his dreams. "Will you promise to write to me?" she asked. Espen smiled and said, "Of course. And I want you to know something, Fenna. You are the kindest person I've ever met. Because of you, I'm not afraid of the world anymore. I know there are good people out there." Fenna wiped her tears and hugged him tightly. "And you've taught me how important it is to help others," she said. "I'll never forget you." Espen waved goodbye and set off on his adventure. Fenna watched him disappear into the distance, feeling sad, but also proud of the friend she had made and the lessons she had learned. From that day forward, Fenna was a changed girl. She no longer kept everything to herself. She shared her toys, her food, and her time with others. She understood that kindness makes the world a better place, and helping someone in need is one of the greatest joys in life. And though Espen was far away, they stayed in touch, writing letters to each other and keeping the memory of their wonderful summer alive.